What does God look like? What do you see?
We're solar-powered biological AI.
Wait, what?
These ancient adversarial entities, I think it's the very same ones that rebelled against God and were cast out.
They were sent here to guide us in antiquity, and they took advantage of that and just masqueraded as gods.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to Gray Pill, the Gray Pill podcast. Another episode of esoteric book review. Another esoteric book review, I guess. It's Gods of the Morning Wood. I am Jules, your host, the Mississippi Mystic, the sound scientist, the Elohim etymologist, joined today by a headless giant and Nick. What's going on, boys? Good morning.
What up?
Good morning. That intro always gets me pumped up. I love that.
Yeah, I do like your intro.
Thank you, man. Thank you. Shout out Laney. Laney did that intro. May never get another one like it. So I'm trying to, I actually have a new edit I'll be playing at the end of the show, guys. But yeah, I've been trying to work on maybe something I can do so I don't, maybe have a different intro I use sometimes, or I don't know. I kind of like to change stuff up, keep people guessing. But fellas, y'all want to tell folks who you are and where they can find you? I'm sure they know you.
They better.
Y'all are on here quite often. So,
Want to go ahead?
Well, if you don't know me by now, you can find me at the Headless Giant on Twitter. You can find me also on Instagram and YouTube at the Headless Giant. We just got done doing Alchemy Mondays, and we did a show with Eros about the tarot with, I forgot her name.
Oh,
We've got a lot of shows. A lot of them just go in one ear out the other, but you'll enjoy them because I enjoyed them, and you can find me there.
it's funny. Oh, there's Beans too. Don't forget about Beans.
we love Beans.
He has a fan club, man.
Yeah, he does.
He's our biggest fan.
It's only growing. Hey, Beans.
And yeah, Nick from the Occult Rejects, which you'll find Headless over there. He's a co-host as well. Yeah, BitChute, Rumble, YouTube, all major podcasts.
Yes, sir. And guys, be sure to like the stream, share it. Get some people in here. We may be cutting a couple of them, maybe cutting the X stream halfway through. Subliminal will not be joining us this morning or for the next week or so. He is spending time with his family. And Rat will join us eventually, I guess. He's a sleepy rat. And so we're going to let him get his beauty sleep. God knows he'll be quite a queen.
Oh, shit.
Oh, love you, Rat. Come on. Come to work. Anyway, guys, we're going to be reviewing The Golden Ass, Headless's favorite book. You know this. If you watch the Occult Rejects or my show, you should know this by now. Part 2 on The Golden Ass, and then I think a little later in the show we may pop open one of these other PDFs and go through it for a little bit, maybe. Like I said, may cut a couple of the streams. If you want to support the show, you can go over to patreon.com/GrayPillPodcast. Into the new year, these will be going back to Patreon only. Shout out the another 5 to 6 people who subscribed this last week, guys. We have like 50 people in the Patreon now. So thank y'all so much for supporting the show. And I love y'all. I really do. I don't know what else to say. So let's go ahead and I don't have any other announcements. Oh, I am going on Doc Brown's show later tonight.
Oh
I believe.
shit!
Yeah, I'll be on Prometheus Lens tonight. So, Doc,
That's nice to see a bunch of Nicole rejects getting on the show.
I know, right? I love it.
That's fucking awesome.
Speaking of our fellow rejects, had Julia on Monday, guys. So
Yeah,
if
I
y'all
saw that too.
haven't, yeah, it was a banger, dude. Talked
She's
about
awesome. She's fun. She's fun.
she's all yeah, fuck yeah. We got to get her back on. And she met my wife, so they'll
Nice.
hopefully they'll be doing something. But we talked about Marilyn Monroe, JFK, Laurel Canyon, bunch of stuff. Let's see. I will be on tonight at 7. And then on Monday, I'm going on Broadcasting Seeds with Bennett at 8 o'clock. So that's cool. Those are the only 2 shows I have coming up, guys. I think I have a swap cast with Cult of Conspiracy around Christmas. Besides that, I think Rat and Subliminal are going to come on for their Gray Pilled episodes. But let's see. I'm going to pull this up here in a minute. That's the Holy Mountain. We're not watching that this morning. That'd be a little too much. I feel good, guys. Had a good week. Went to a gala last night for my son's school. Got to dress up and act like I was rich. It was pretty cool. Well, I mean, me and my wife looked damn good. So, you know. When I don't know, we don't really go out anymore, so it was fun to get dressed up and go do something like that, especially with a bunch of parents that are all like 15 to 20 years older than us, you know.
Well, I find that if you're in a community where you can get dressed up and act rich, you actually are rich, just not in a financial way.
Dude, yes, I was gonna say it's like in a way, yeah, like you may be the richest person there. Sat next to our one friend and her husband, and then we had this couple sit next to us with their little baby. Shout out baby Michael. This baby was there. He was like a month old, and there's a band playing and like all this stuff, and he's just like smiling and having the best time. It was awesome, dude.
That's awesome.
Had a good time. Went to a little bar afterwards, and for people who watch the show, yeah, y'all know I haven't drank in like 8 months. So it was fun. We had a good time. It was good to get out, and we came back here and had adult time without the kids in the house.
You had relations.
Yes. It was great.
Can we get a round of applause? Guys, I need to be in charge of the soundboard here. There we go.
Soundboard's just not readily available as it should be, because with StreamYard, you got all these tabs you got to go through. It's quite annoying. What's up?
Well, we've got the Golden Ass on deck, and I've got some choice selections.
Pull it up. Let me.
From this
Yes.
ancient tome.
Hey, Ethan, we're glad you're here for the Golden Ass.
Yeah.
And Ethan, you can always join us, man. Feel free. You know, I sent the link. So if you ever want to pop in, just let us know.
My boy 88's here too. Damn.
Oh, let's fucking go. All right. I think I had this Subliminal sent it to me. Golden Ass. There we go. Headless, which
We're going on page
sections did you
106,
have?
105, 106. At least in my version, which is the Jack Lindsay version. It's the Tale of the Old Woman. Page 105, 106.
Let me see if this is all right, guys. I got the PDF. Let me get to the page and I'll pull it up. All right. I don't think that's, of course, mine's probably a different copy. Oh, an old man. I see something about an old
105,
man.
No, this is the tale of the old woman around 105, 106. I could just start if you want to hear. So basically, what happens here is that Aphrodite is being supplanted by the soul or Psyche, right? So Psyche is more attractive than Aphrodite, and Aphrodite is a cruel old woman who now wants to take out her rage on Psyche. It gets interesting. It says, a young girl had supplanted her, and the divinity of the mighty goddess was worshipped in the shrine of human face. In her morning walks, the virgin was propitiated by the victims of and food offerings due to the missing Venus. When she strolled down the street, the people rushed out and presented her with votive tablets, or they strewn her way with flowers. This intemperate attribution of divine rights and qualities to a mortal girl deeply incensed the actual Venus. Transported with indignation and shaking her head in a towering rage, she uttered the following soliloquy. I, the primal mother of all living, I, the elemental source of energy, I, the fostering Venus of the girdled earth, I am degraded to sharing my empire and honor with a mere wench. My name engraved on the heavens is defiled by the excrement of earth. I must forsooth be vaguely content with the remnants of another girl's worship and with the duties paid to a deputy. A girl that will one day die borrows the power of my name. It has meant nothing that shepherd Paris, whose good taste and integrity love himself admitted, set me above all other great goddesses as the queen of beauty. But this gigolot, I guess that's the female version of gigolo, whoever she may be, shall not smugly usurp my dignities. I shall take measures that she may soon be sorry for her charlatan charms. So anon, she summoned up her son, that winged lad, the naughty child who has been so spoilt that he despises all social restraint. Armed with flames and arrows, he flits in the night from house to house. He severs the marriage tie on all sides and is unchastened. He perpetrates endless mischief, and he does everything to save what he ought to do. This lad, prone enough to harm on his own lewd initiative, Venus whettled on with her words. She brought him to the city of our tale and pointed out Psyche, for that was the name given to the girl. Moaning and incoherent with wrath, Venus related the story of her rival's beauty and insolence. Now, what's funny about this is she sounds like a very jealous god, doesn't she?
Mm-hmm. Hey, is this in book 5?
I believe so. Let me go back and check.
Okay. I think because I'm where they're talking about Psyche. I have the
book the 4th. Yeah, it's just a little bit before that. So book 5 encompasses the soliloquy with both the first and last, but it's really interesting. All these like references to this jealous god, and you can see how petty and like virtueless her whole soliloquy is. It's like, well, you're not beautiful anymore, and this mortal girl is beautiful, so what do you want? Mm-hmm. You know, you got to actually be the thing. And so it kind of illustrates that there's the thing, and then there's the thing it wants to be, and that is really what's going on when most jealousy and when most corruption comes up is they're trying to show you that they're the thing by yelling about the thing, right? But they can't really take that on themselves. But anyways, this is what Apollo, though a Grecian and Ionic, yet for the love of composer of this Melician tale, gave a Latin response, which translates as follows. This is the curse on Psyche. King, stand the girl upon some mountaintop, adorned in fullest mourning for the dead. No mortal husband, king, shall make her crop. It is a raging serpent she must wed, which flying high works universal doom, debilitating all with flame and sword. Jove quails the gods, all dread him. The abhorred streams quake before him. and the Stygian gloom. So basically, Venus curses Psyche to have to get married to a serpent. But what's interesting about that is there's a lot of other references to a girl being set upon a rock and then being fed to a beast, which is Andromeda and Perseus. So Perseus is having to fight against this beast that's coming up out of the sea that's getting ready to eat Andromeda. And that's one of the first monsters he slays after he's slain Medusa. And so he saves Andromeda from the horrible beast coming up from the ocean. And this is a similar motif here, where she then has to be sacrificed. You know, it's the virgin sacrifice motif.
Mm-hmm. Still looking for the page. I'm seeing Psyche and Cupid and stuff.
Well,
so I think
if you go to book the fifth, and you go back 2 pages, that's where I am.
Okay. I'll find book the fifth. You can keep reading. I'm sorry to interrupt you.
Okay. The Virgin said no more when she took her place in the flocking procession and strode onwards resolutely. At length they arrived an appointed crag on a precipice mountaintop, and there they deposited the girl and left her. The nuptial torches with which they had lighted their way now sputtered out in the tears of the onlookers. With heads drooping, the procession turned back. This is 1 page before book the fifth. With heads drooping, the procession turned back. As for the poor parents, demoralized by their loss, they barred themselves up in their darkened palace and abandoned their lives to an everlasting gloom. But as Psyche lay trembling, apprehensive, and weeping on the top shelf of the crag, a gentle breath of fondling Zephyrus fluttered and tweaked her dresses and puffed them up. Gradually raised on the palm of a tranquil wind, she was smoothly wafted down the steep and rocky slope and laid softly in the lap of the valley on flower-sprinkled turf. So what they're talking about there is this wind spirit.
The servitors, right?
Right, the
The Zephyr
servitors.
servitors, yeah.
We talked about this.
Mhm.
Nick, you remember with the guy who was talking about Solomonic magic? He does the invocations to the winds first. In this book, they're talking specifically about how the winds are transporting this woman from the world of the living into this godly world, which is like a whole other dimension. So there's this angle there that they were using the wind spirits in a very interesting way back in the
It's about this,
200s.
transmission or transportation. Yeah.
There you go. Right. And so that was the preferred means of transportation for Eros, the son of Venus. And this is how he saved the girl, because he was ordered to make this prophecy and make it her fate. And he chose instead to marry her just as long as she doesn't see who she's married to. So this character has to then keep out of her line of sight. And so she's married to a guy she can't look at. As soon as she looks at him, then the whole spell is broken.
That's awful.
Because she was fated to marry this serpent, but this was the only way that Eros could save her. And so in book the fifth, they go through all of the trials and tribulations of Psyche. She actually gets swept up by Venus, and Venus gives her a vicious beatdown. She's just on the floor, and Venus is punching her over and over again, which is kind of hilarious.
I think
Like-
dude, I have to be right where you are. There's no way that I'm not. Right
Right,
here
well,
it says.
I flipped over to book the fifth. So
Okay.
let's see here. We are also going to go to page 134, right, which is about 4 pages. Let me find a good marker. Okay, book the sixth is, for me, it's page 129, and it's about 3 pages after book the sixth.
Okay. I'll get down to book the sixth. Like I said, I have the translations on mine. So the pages, I got to skip 1 page. And then, so you said it was how many pages past book the sixth?
It's 4 pages past book the sixth. It's going to be page 134 for me. Book the sixth is on page 129. So whatever
Okay.
you got for book the sixth, it should be at the top of the page. It says, "Meanwhile, Psyche." as book the 6th. Is that the beginning of it? There should be like one page before that.
Series.
Well, you know the title on the page, it should say book the 6th right at the top of. There you go.
Oh,
All
okay.
right.
So
Now
we're
go-
here.
Yeah, go 1, 2, 3, 4 pages, 5 pages past that.
All right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
All right.
It's not the page.
That's not the page. All right. Well, let's go with 134 in the Jack Lindsay edition.
Let me look for that.
Because you know these different.
We found it last
translations.
time. We
Right.
found it last time, but I know Subliminal or Rat found it. Just listen to Headless, guys. He
All right. So this is book 4 or book 6, Jack Lindsay edition 134. After this denunciation, she leapt upon Psyche, tore her clothes to shreds, tugged her hair, shook her by the head, and beat her black and blue. This is what Venus is doing to Psyche. Again, this is what love is doing to the psyche. You get it? This is a symbol, people. Right. Then, taking wheat, barley, millet, poppy seed, peas, lentils, and beans, and mixing them into a single confused hillock, she said, "To my eyes, you're such an ugly slut that the only way you're ever likely to get a lover is by working your fingers off for him. Separate this promiscuous mass of seeds, sort out each grain, and collect them all in their original heaps. See to it that you obtain my approval by having the task finished when I return at dusk." So she mixes up all these seeds and says, you've got to put them right. Committing the huge heap of seeds to Psyche's care, she departed for a marriage banquet. But Psyche did not lift a hand towards the hopelessly confused mound. She sat staring in silent stupefaction at the impossible task. Just then, an ant, a tiny toiler of the field, realizing what a monstrous labor had been set before the girl, felt himself revolted with pity for the mighty godling's mate and with anger at the mother-in-law's cruelty. Dashing busily about, he summoned the whole tribe of ants that were at work in the nearby meadows, invoking them thus: "Have pity, O ye nimble-footed swarms, born from the great Mother Earth. Have pity and come promptly on all feet to the succor of the whole of the wife of love, a sweet-faced girl in danger of her life." Then quickly more and more of the 6-footed people flurried and scurried in waves of haste, sorting the mass, carting the grain by grain away until the last, when every grain was swept into its right heap, then hurriedly vanished. When night came, Venus returned from the nuptial feast, warm with wine and redolent of balsam, her whole body twined with glowing rose wreaths. As soon as she saw the incredible task duly done, "Slut," she said, "this is no work of your hands. He did it all. The lad you seduced to the hurt of both of you." Then casting her a crust of brown bread, she retired to sleep. So you get a real sort of what's is it Sleeping? That's not Sleeping Beauty. It's what's the one where the evil stepmother is keeping the woman locked in the attic,
Cinderella.
and then Cinderella. You're getting the Cinderella vibe. She's sort of being locked away by the evil stepmother.
I
Which would be the
think-
mother-in-law in this case.
I think we're getting there. I have the same book pulled up now.
All right. So this is 134.
130.
133. Yeah, there you go.
Yep, there we go. All right, guys, we got it. Finally.
Well, that's what I had there. But basically, you know, the motif of the princess who has all of these little forest helpers, that comes from the myth of Psyche and Eros. So I think that's kind of interesting.
Absolutely, man. What's going on, guys? Yeah, okay. Finally. Let me close this other one out. Got way too many PDFs open. I'll save this one.
I got a couple more sections if you.
Yeah, man. No. definitely, because now I actually have it. The exact copy you have.
Yes.
I should be
So
more
the-
professional. I should know that. Should have started with this copy, but
It's funny. It's got the Google notifications at the bottom alongside University of California,
right.
and it's a completely different thing altogether. So it's weird. I think our literature is sort of being disgraced here. I mean, this is 2,000 years old, and almost nobody knows about it, and it's an incredible story, and people just sort of pass it over. So I think
Right.
right. So
Yeah,
this is
it's unfortunate.
page 180.
Got you. Yeah, I think that's why it's important, man, that books like this are brought back up and talked about.
Especially today, because we find so many of these motifs repeated over and over and again in society, and we don't really have a basis for where they're coming from or how people are looking at them. So I think you start there, and then you could start to work backwards as to what the ancients were thinking about themselves and how they perceive the world differently. And I think knowing that actually gives you access to a lot of energy that they possess that you wouldn't necessarily have in your own perceptions.
Definitely.
So-
And I mean, it's with I mean, and they could retell these stories, right? Or like rewrite the book, but then it's like, you're really going to trust that?
Right. Especially
Who
today.
owns all
Like,
the publishing companies.
I would love for there to be a golden ass miniseries where they just take a bunch of these vignettes and they put them together into some cohesive story. But I know they'd fuck it up. I know for a fact they'd fuck it up, and they do it on purpose.
They would
to
have
fuck
to
with-
get you to write the script and screenplay and all that.
I don't think so. They could just stay true to the book. Stay true to the spirit of the book. It's like the Begonia movie that I watched recently. It was completely anti the spirit of the Begonia ritual. Instead of killing the bull so that the bees can come back and they can help humanity, they killed humanity supposedly to help the bees out. It's the complete 180-degree reverse of what the original intent of these things are. And it's like, that's what you'll have in all aspects of classical literature, is once they make it into a movie, they're going to go 180 degrees away from the original meaning just to fuck with you.
They're hijacking nature and turning it against humanity.
Right.
We saw it in that movie, The Happening, and they're doing it with the Green Man. They're hijacking the egregore of the Green Man, and they're trying to implant this false frog, this fucking Pepe meme or whatever it is. I can get into it. It's a whole tangent, but
Kekimus.
yeah. Well, then you have Elon LARPing as Kekius Maximus for a while, right? And he knew what he was doing. And so, yeah, you have this whole hijacking of our divine masculine, right? That's now symbolized by some incel frog. So that's bad, I guess. Doesn't sound too good, but, no, that's something that I've been looking into.
Well, we are on 180, right?
I
A
think,
couple more
yeah,
pages.
I think I'm, yeah, here we are. No, I'm not. No, I am.
All right.
Okay.
The eunuch. The eunuch next inquired my age. The crier cracked another joke. The astrologer who calculated his nativity said, told me 5 years, but probably the ass can best inform you out of his own mouth what is the registered number. So the donkey is now intelligently interacting with people, and people have actually noticed that the donkey has some sort of intelligence. So now he's talking to an astrologer, giving hoof bumps to try and indicate his age so that the astrologer could figure out his star chart, which I think is hilarious. For I certainly wouldn't be like that. Wouldn't like to bring the law down upon me for selling you a true-born Roman citizen as a slave, but if you take the risk and buy him, you'll have a good, honest servant ready to do your pleasure at home or abroad. This odious buyer then went on with his questions after questions till he came anxiously to the subject of my disposition. Gentle, exclaimed the crier. He'll do anything you ask of him. Why, that's not an ass you're looking at. It's a lamb. He's not a biter, nor is he a kicker. He's such a model of an ass that you'd think he was God-fearing man hiding under an ass's skin. Prove it for yourself. Just put your face between his hind legs, and you'll see a twinkle in how patient he is. Thus the crier exerted his wit on the old gypsy. It's funny that they're using the term gypsy here.
That is funny.
Who, seeing through this mockery, exploded in rage. Here, you deaf and dumb fossil, he shrilled. You cracked crier. May the all-potent, procreant Syrian goddess and holy Sabazios and Belonia and Idaean mother, right? These are all of the epithets he's throwing at this guy. He's digging deep into the bag, dude.
Definitely.
He's got a whole list of these gods that he's using to strike her down. Our Lady Venus, with her dear Adonis, strike you blind for the scurrious scoff you've been slinging at me all the while. Do you think, you lout, that I'll put the goddess on the back of a buck-humping beast? That I'd let him give the divine image a spill? That I'd let him send me running about with my hair loose in the wind to find a doctor for my goddess sprawling in the mud? So he wants to use the donkey, the golden ass, to transport the holy effigy of Venus across the parade grounds. So this is how a lot of these priests would make money, is they would make these beautiful effigies, put them on the back of animals, and then march them on parade grounds and then get thrown a bunch of cash.
That's crazy.
Well, these guys are all eunuchs, right? And so they actually have a big eunuch party in here. It's like a big gay orgy that they end up paying for with their own blood, because they took all of the donations from people and, did the eunuch party. And then all these people found out and, kicked the shit out of them. So
Why were they eunuchs?
a lot of priests took on the eunuch role, especially in Rome, because of the Cybele festival, which was basically where a slave could raise his status in life by castrating himself, throwing his balls into a local house, and then that person has to take care of the eunuch for a year, because his service to Mother Cybele, again, Thracian goddess, sort of from Turkey, demands that all of these slaves who want to become priests become castrated like a priestess. So these guys are probably associated with that Cybele. Since you see here what he says, the Idaean mother, right? The Mount Ida is in Turkey. And, Cybele is the Idaean mother. He also says Syrian goddess.
He talks about Sabazius too.
Exactly. So
Thracian
it's like
Daddy.
Thrace.
Yeah.
But yeah.
One of the head guys in the OTO calls himself Sabazius.
Oh, nice.
I want to get me a hand of Sabazius for my background.
Dude, I need to start 3D printing those, dude. I think there's
please
so
send
many
me
stands
one.
out there.
Make sure you put the pine cone on the thumb and the serpent on the ring finger, and then the phoenix right there on the middle. I don't know. There's, like you said, there's so many different like models of them, probably to venerate so many different deities. But
well, what we found is that when we're doing studies on all of these occult symbols, is that they'll be in the same general motif, but the artist will have a lot of leeway to do a lot of stuff within that motif. So like the Master of Beast motif is like this guy holding these two animals, and that goes all the way back to Göbekli Tepe, but they're repeating that motif over and over again in some really weird ways. But basically this is like their vision of this thing. There he is.
Good morning, Rat.
Good morning. Good morning.
Rat, but late.
Yeah. I've only been waiting here about 15 minutes, so it's all right.
I didn't know.
Yeah.
I see him in the chat.
I even texted you at some point. I'm like, and I'm not now, and it was like, you know what? I deserve this. I missed my alarm clock, so I deserve this.
Hey,
I get
I
what I
was
get.
really only 10 minutes late. He's been waiting the whole fucking time.
Hey, you're here now, man. You're here. That's all that matters. That's all that matters.
Yeah. Good morning, everybody. I've been enjoying this. This is fun.
Yeah,
I
man.
don't even
No,
have to read. Fuck it, I'll just chill here.
part 2 on the golden ass. Oh, okay, now I see. Yo. That's
Yeah.
all right. Well, yeah.
Good morning, everybody.
Sent you a text earlier. I was like, Rat, you know. No, matey, don't no. We're not leaving anyone hanging.
No, we're good, meaty. Everyone's good. We're all doing all right.
Master of
What
the
we should
beast.
do, we should add some alarm clock sound effects to the soundboard. And when somebody sleeps in on Sunday, we just play them the horrible alarm clock effect.
Yeah, when they come in.
That's a good idea.
Casually shame your friends. That's what we're all about here.
What was that noise? I don't know what that was.
I don't know.
Yeah, we'll find that later. Okay, so did you want to?
I got some more.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, so we are now in page 222. 222. And this is when they've he's been on this journey for a long time. He's heard all of these stories from all of these people who don't know that they're talking in front of a sentient donkey, and he's absorbing all of this stuff and writing it down somehow. And now he's at a party, right? And this is the downward spiral you'll find with a lot of sentient animals, is that people just sort of start to take it too far. Can we get the animal drunk?
Like with the monkey.
High?
Yeah, the cigarette. Like, oh,
Right.
get the monkey stoned. And now he's ripping some girl's face off. Yeah.
Right. So on 222, charmed by the novelty of the spectacle, the master of the house ordered me to be led, nay, led me with his own hands, to the dining room. And as soon as the meal was served, he bade all kinds of solid victuals and untasted dishes to be laid before me. Although I had eaten a pretty bellyful already, I wished to make myself socially agreeable and to ingratiate myself with my host. So I appreciatively champed every delicious delicacy that was offered. The diners racked their wits to think out every dish likely to be unpalatable to an ass and offered them to me to test my manners and things, such as a vinegared beef, a peppered pullet, and exotically pickled fish. And all of this while the banquet chamber was one roar with laughter. Finally, the buffoon of the party suggested, "Give our friend a sip of wine." And here's where everything goes bad. All joking apart, answered the host, I have a notion that our fellow diner would not refuse a cup of honeyed wine. Here, lad, he went on, give that golden cup a good rinse. Fill it with honeyed wine and present it to my guest, and all the same time say that I have pledged him.
So they're sitting there talking to a donkey.
Yes, because they figured out that there's something different about this donkey. He's not just a beast of burden. He's intelligent, like he can do stuff. And so they're trying to get him drunk. A thick hush of expectation filled the room as I unconcernedly emptied the trowel-like cup at one draught, gathering up my lips. What's that?
Trough, like pig's trough.
Rat will correct you on your
I'm sorry. It's
pronunciation
so
of words. He does it to
instinctual.
me. It's okay. Just ignore him.
It's okay. Let's see. I emptied the trough-like cup at one draught, gathering up my lips to the shape of a tongue and airily acting the part of a boon companion. What? There was a yell of laughter, and the company, with one accord, toasted my health. The master, rapturously enchanted, summoned the two servants who had brought me and gave me orders that they should receive 4 times my purchase money. He then handed me over to a certain man, a favorite freeman, who was easily who handled wait.
Who was in easy circumstances.
There we go. And asked him to take good care of me. This man treated me with all humanity and civility. Yeah. We want to hear about the bad parts. Let me see. I was afraid that if I showed knowledge of the human routine without being first taught, people would think that that some horror was portended, and that I should have my head amputated and my carcass thrown out to feast vultures. So he has to pretend like he's learning so that people don't catch on to the fact that there's a person inside there. So he's doing the tapping of the foot and stuff like that, just so he doesn't get his head chopped up. But I must now mention, as I should have in the beginning, who this man was and whence he came. Theseus, Corinth, the capital of the province of Acacia, blah, 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 blah. Let's get to the donkey show.
Oh. That's
the
what.
donkey show.
Okay.
Let me see. It was, in fact, his zeal to please the public which had brought him to Thessaly, the wolf bitches of Thessaly.
Here we go, guys.
Wolf bitches.
Nice.
That's the funny part about the whole thing is, like, you're describing the wolf bitches of Thessaly, and the entire book, The Golden Ass, is based in Thessaly.
That's amazing.
Right. Let me see. He arranged for the homeward journey, but scornfully repudiating the glittering chariots and luxurious coaches, which some covered and some open were herded along in the rear. Ignoring this, his Thessalian steeds and his Gallic genets, whose flawless pedigree demonstrated valuable rarity. Blah, blah, blah. Where's the donkey show? Oh, here we go. Among the visitors, there was a rich and respected lady who, after once praying for a view, was so tickled by my manifold gambols that her flustered wonder drifted into a wondrous lust. Unable to cool her turbulent blood, she took heart at the example of Pasiphae and decided to act. She, the she-ass, in short, she won my keeper over by a heavy bribe to surrender me to her mercies for a single night. And the corrupt servant, considering his own gain more than my amenities, assented. Therefore, when I had supped as usual with my master, we left the parlor and went up to my bedroom. There we lighted upon this woman whose nerves were already ragged with awaiting us. Good gods, how lordly were the preparations! 4 eunuchs strewn the ground with mattresses of down and air-filled bolsters. The coverlet was of cloth of small but wide enough for their purpose, and soft like those on which delicate ladies lay their lazy cheeks or necks. The eunuchs, anxious not to delay the pleasures of their mistress a moment longer, closed the bedroom doors and went away. But there were all wax candles that banished every shadow from the glowing room. Then the woman stripped full length, even to band that upheld her daring breasts, and standing close to the light, she rubbed herself from top to bottom with balmy unguents. Nothing sexier than balmy unguents.
What's that?
Those are like ointments, like oils and stuff. Balmy.
Oh,
After
okay. I got you.
After that, she turned to me and anointed me likewise, all over, expecting particular care in scenting my nose. That done, she gave me a lingering kiss, not the kind that you met in the stews, in the horse shops, and in the open markets of venery. No, it was a sisterly and sincere salutation, accompanied with such remarks as, I love you, I want you, you're the only one in the world, I can't live without you, and the other phrases of the kind that women use to lead on their lovers and to express their emotions. Then she took me by the neck rope and placed me on the bed. And as she was very beautiful woman, and as I was flushed with excellent wine and soused in fragrant ointments, I had no difficulty in meeting her halfway.
All right. It's getting exciting.
Right. And you can read the rest on your own because it gets steamy.
Wait, are we not gonna
Steamy
read it?
donkey love.
We're not gonna read that the steamy
I'll read
section during.
Do you want me to read it?
Read it. Go for it.
Where is it? Where do I start?
But I was deeply harrowed.
All right. But I was deeply harrowed, uncertain how I could embrace so flower-like a lady with my clumsy legs, or how I could touch her gleaming tender milk and honey body with my coarse hooves, or how my enormous slavering jaws and rows of teeth like stones could kiss her small and scarlet lips dewed with ambrosia, or to sum up how she, who was still a woman even if she were itching to the very tips of her little fingernails, could manage to receive me. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Go.
Woe's me, I thought. If I hurt this fine lady, I shall be thrown out for the beast of prey to devour. But looking on me with burning eyes, she redoubled her enticing nicknames, assiduous kisses, and sweet moans. Oh, God. Till at last, crying, I take you, my dovelet, my heart's sparrow. She demonstrated that all my fears were falsely grounded. She embraced me successfully.
Okay.
And so far from finding her ass journey troublesome.
Where did you put it in?
It was, I don't know what this is. Her
She
ass
hit.
journey troublesome it was who set the pace and showed that she had no timidities or doubts as to the final destination. Indeed, I soon discovered that the only apprehensions I needed to entertain were on my own account. And I thought that the mother of the Minotaur knew what she was doing when she chose a loving lover. At last,
Nice.
yeah, I love that little jab at the Minotaur, which is really just a rebrand of the Assyrian man bull. The farther back you go, a composite creature, which gets into symbolism. At last, this laborious and sleepless night was concluded, and the woman, to avoid the eye of day, left me in haste, not neglecting, however, to contract with my keeper for another night later on at the same time.
Wow.
Oh, yeah. She came back
She
for
wanted
seconds.
some more of that golden ass, or that that golden something, the golden D.
Hee-haw.
Hee-haw. The fellow was, I got to get that sound clip too. The fellow was willing to fall in with her schemes, partly because of the large sum she offered, and partly because of the chance he saw of providing a new sideshow for his master. Oh my God. He therefore, I can't read.
Therefore, incontinently.
I went to Jackson Public School, dude. Disclosed the whole episode to the latter, who, after richly rewarding him, decided to put the act on as a public spectacle. Oh my God. Dude, this was the first donkey show.
Yep.
How did this get down to Mexico?
Well, Mexico has a Romance language. So, in a lot of ways,
The Spaniards brought it.
The Romans, yeah.
Oh,
Directly from
but
Rome.
as my
It's
winsome
wild.
wife could not be employed for the job on account of her social position, and as no one else would volunteer, a certain debased woman, whom the perfect had condemned to be eaten alive by wild beasts, was procured to mate with me in the arena before the populace. Of this woman, I heard the following story.
So there's the jealous wife. This whole thing. If you go to the end of it, you find out what he does to her.
Oh, okay, let's go. Let's find
But
that
she's
out.
a horrible woman. So they're sort of justifying how they're going to make this a show for everybody because of what she did to her husband and what she did to her kid, all sorts of stuff.
Oh man.
Ephebic mantle. So ephebic means like 15 to 20, I believe. Anyways.
I don't know if this is the end.
No, it'll have 3 dots at the end.
Will it?
Yes.
All right. Well, let's get down here.
Dot. No.
Was that book
Go back.
11?
Oh, is that the end? As the chariot of the
No,
sun
no,
reaching
it's,
the end,
looks like they. No, this is after the story, so we did miss the.
Yeah, go back up. Okay, well, you can start there. That was
Where?
right at the end. However, to prevent the reader right there from reprehending my righteous indignation by muttering to himself, how long are we to endure this philosophizing ass? He's breaking the fourth wall. Anyways, I shall pick up my narrative at the point where I left it. After the judgment of Paris was concluded, Juno and Minerva retired from the stage in a melancholic fury. So before the donkey show, they had these players on stage acting out parts of Greek mythology.
Right.
So this is right. So, but Venus, gaily rejoicing, testified to her satisfaction by dancing with the full choir, and then wine tinged with saffron spurted out from the mountain crest through a privy pipe and streaming down the scattered rivulets. Yeah, down. One of the soldiers at once was detached in response to the shouts of the eager populace to fetch from her cell the woman who, as I have related, was condemned to the wild beasts as a penalty for her manifold crimes, and appointed to me in a much discussed nuptials. The coach was meant to serve us, was already carefully laid out. It was gaudy with Indian tortoiseshell, Bulgari with feather cushions, and adorned with a coverlet of silk. But as for me, beyond the shame of my public prostitution, beyond the horror of contact with that polluted woman, I felt the terrors of death gathering about me. For I was thinking that if some wild beast should be sent in to eat the woman while she and I were engaged in our share of the performance, was it likely that the wild beast would be so extraordinarily well trained and intelligent, so restrained and abstemious as to tear my partner to pieces and yet spare me, a guiltless individual not included in the sentence? I was therefore perturbed. So again, all of this stuff having to do with putting wild beasts into the arena and letting them rip people apart, that was punishment for crimes. That wasn't just entertainment. Exactly.
So is this the donkey still talking?
Yes.
Yeah, this
I
is the
love how
donkey,
he's just disgusted with this woman.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, he's not looking at himself at all. He's just like, this fucking woman is just.
He's not even.
He just wants to do all this sex and.
He's not even upset at the fact that they're going to let wild beasts out to tear apart this woman. He's like, yeah, she deserves it. But now I'm here. Why am I included in this? If they let out the wild beast, I might die.
Oh,
So
it's donkeys.
That's awesome. She's like, he just like the wild beast tearing apart the woman is totally normal, but
Yeah,
don't
man.
want it to happen to me.
Very, very intelligent donkey here. Headless, is there like a, I don't know, is this like in fact a donkey, or is there something symbolic here?
I think it is symbolic when they want it to be, and it's not symbolic when they don't want it to be. So a lot of times you'll find these symbolic stories, like again, with all of these names of the goddess that he's using over and over again, these wide things, it's like they're trying to get at a religious truth in those sections. And then in other sections, he's just being a donkey. But I think an overarching kind of idea goes to this metamorphosis idea that you see in the book Ovid's Metamorphosis. The entire thing is like divinity can change shapes on multiple different levels, and you really don't know what you're looking at until you zoom out and you look at the whole situation. So a lot of this metamorphosis stuff has to do with the changing shape of the human soul as they traverse these different journeys in life, and all these other sort of character developments along the way. Like, this guy is now not into banging this woman because she is morally reprehensible. So I was therefore perturbed, not merely for my own moral character, but for my very life. So while my master was engaged in superintending the preparation of the couch, and while all the servants were absorbed in either getting ready for the hunting event or staring at the grand show, little by little I quietly edged away, for no one thought that so tame an ass, very attentive watching, and I had been left to look after myself. As soon as I passed the nearest city gate, I galloped on a great speed till after 6 miles of fast traveling, I arrived at Century, a town consisted of the noblest Corinthian settlements and bordered the Aegean and Saronic seas. So yeah, he gets the fuck out of there. He doesn't want to be torn apart by wild beasts, and he doesn't want to bang this horrible woman. So good for him.
Yeah. How many books are in here?
I think book the 11th is the last one.
11. Yeah, it doesn't even let you. Well, yeah, it does let you finish it, I think. Let's see. We are getting towards the top of the hour, guys. We may cut one or two of these streams. Probably maybe the Twitter here in a little bit, and maybe my YouTube. Y'all go over to Headless's YouTube to watch. We'll see. But y'all be sure to like the stream, everybody, and share it. Like I said, I'm going on a show later tonight, but besides that, I think we're doing a Rustic Gods tomorrow, Headless. I think you said that you were down to do it.
I am down to do anything. So.
Okay, cool. So that may be tomorrow night, guys. Y'all look out for that. And like I said, we'll be streaming Holy Mountain at some point this week.
Yeah.
Next.
That's the cartoon show, right?
Oh, is that from the movie from the 1970s?
Yeah.
Oh, that shit is bugged the fuck out. Let me know when you put that on. I'll watch that shit.
I got you, bro. Yeah, no, I'll shoot you the
Yeah.
link where we stream it. Yeah, no, it's gonna be fun. I haven't seen it since I was like 18. It's super.
You know what's bugged out? There's a if you watch it, there's some point where they show this necklace. If I watch it, I'll type it in the chat. I remember watching this movie and I was like, yo, that's the same symbol that was on some known, I can't remember what account, some QAnon account that was constantly pushing crazy shit. I was like, see, these motherfuckers are occultists.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. I think I know, but dude, we may be able to find that picture. And
yeah, no, I know I'll see it if I watch it with you. As soon as I see that necklace pop up, I'm like, yeah, I remember that.
But yeah, guys, so we'll probably be I could probably hang out for another hour and a half, maybe. I know I think Nick has to go somewhere here in a little bit.
I gotta bounce.
But Headless, was there anything else from the book that you wanted to read over?
Well, I think this is a good stopping place, but the entire book 11th is his journey from being a donkey to transforming back into a human, and his relationship with the goddess starting to change. So, as they've mentioned Venus over and over and over again in the book, now he goes back to Isis, and Isis is sort of like the primordial Venus. This is sort of the the merciful Venus.
Right. Isis being the mother of the mystery schools too, right?
And that's really what happens is he gets inducted into the mystery schools, and then he becomes a lawyer and he starts doing pro bono work for the poor, because that's part of being one of the mystery schools. Do mystery school initiates actually take a vow of like doing service for their fellow man anymore? But we were talking to a guy about this kind of stuff when he was talking about these the grottos for the Mithras cult. They all engaged in, public service. Like that was part of the mysteries cult. And we see a vestigial amount of that coming from the Masons, where they're trying to do some sort of community involvement, like their dinners and stuff like that. But is it really the same? And where does the mystery school involvement in charity really get its start? I think
Well,
that would be an interesting topic to cover.
Dude, I think that absolutely, even with the early Barbarian Illuminati, you see that a lot of people, it was a secret society, but if you were a good moral character, you were able to join. Like if you held some kind of like, status in society, as far, even if you're like a blacksmith, like if you were a good blacksmith, you're probably able to, I mean, I don't know, it seemed more, to be honest with you, it didn't seem as secretive back then. It seemed like more people understood this stuff more than they do now. I don't know what happened.
I think these lodges were supposed to be like pulling all of the people of the highest moral character and sort of boosting them up as leaders. Do we even do that anymore? Or is it a kakistocracy where we just sort of promote the worst people because we know we can manipulate them? Think about that Eye Patch McCain guy. I mean, there's no redeeming quality in what's his name? You know what I'm talking about. The fucking congressman from Texas.
Yeah.
Dan Crenshaw.
Dan Crenshaw.
Okay,
he's trying to screw a podcaster because the podcaster says you're not supposed to have DJ Aoki doing your birthday party, Dan. Your 40th birthday party is supposed to be at least a little bit humble. And he's tried to sue the podcaster for saying that, Sean Ryan. And then he's out there defending his decision to try and sue this guy for saying you shouldn't have DJ.
Wait, he had Steve Aoki DJ his party?
He had Steve Aoki DJing his fucking 40th birthday party, for fuck's sake.
And taxpayers probably funded it.
Absolutely.
Well, even if he paid for it with his own money, right? Taxpayers still funded it.
Right. Yeah, because we pay him to do fucking
jack shit.
Nothing.
Right. And in a lot of ways, this book is about kakistocracy because he's complaining about all these things in Rome, but he's doing it in a way where he can't get his head cut off, right? And he's a beloved sort of writer. All of these different books were like little pamphlets. And so each one was like a new edition. So you see book the 11th. This would be the 11th pamphlet that was handed out. So this whole thing was sort of like a viral marketing campaign to keep people, dying for the next pamphlet coming from.
That's so cool, dude. Why don't they? Well, I guess they still do stuff like that with zines and like, I think that'd be something cool to do. Put out a little newsletter or something, like an occult newsletter, maybe. I don't know, Nick.
I think I could actually. I think I actually could do that with my website. I just don't do anything. Like I could actually send out like mass emails to everybody. I actually have like probably almost 100 people that signed up for a fucking thing on there. I don't send anything out.
Well, I'm going to get on it. I'm going to write the modern version of the Golden Ass week by week, giving you section by section.
Oh yeah, dude. Let's go.
That'll be good. That's a good project.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I've thought about
that when you're done.
Working on that. I would like to try to like, someone gave me the idea of like even putting up everybody's schedule and like showing like what shows they got coming up to, stuff like that. Yeah, ways to promote everybody too on that website. It's just very busy with my own shit, but yeah, I would like to work on that eventually.
Hey, what was the website, Rat, for the wheel?
No.
Huh?
I said, oh no.
Oh no. Subby, are you watching?
Wheelofnames.com.
Wheelofnames.com. Okay.
Yo, guys, I'm gonna bounce because
all right, Nick. Hey, thanks for coming and hanging out, brother.
All right. Okay.
I'm popping into the next one, Nick. So
all right.
Come on over to the show.
Later.
See you later. Bye.
Oh, wait. So they both had to go?
They both have to leave? Oh, no.
I guess.
All right. Well.
Okay.
Let's.
I guess they have is there an occult reject show?
I don't know.
I don't know what just happened. Rat, what just happened?
Yeah, no, they both bounced. Listen, I gotta go.
Get the fuck out of here. You're fucking with me.
I'm fucking with you. Yeah. Sorry. I shouldn't be fucking with you.
Left. You should have just It's still going to Headless's channel. Wait a minute. So are the occult rejects streaming? Let's see real fast. Let's figure this because I don't. if Headless has to use his channel, then he needs me to end the stream. Hold on. Does anybody know? I don't know why. I don't know if there's a show on a on a show that I'm a part of. Oh, yep. It's about to start in 15 minutes. All right, guys, we're gonna cut off Headless's channel because he will. I guess he'll be on the Occult Rejects. They'll be going live. Test Tubes and Cauldrons, Magic and Science. So y'all go check them out here in a minute. We are going to continue reading. We're going to spin the wheel, and we will see what we land on. We're only going to pick a few, but yeah, fuck you. Just leave me sitting by leave me eating dessert by myself like I'm fucking Steven Glansberg. No, that's a super bad reference if anybody caught that. All right. Let's see. Okay, so follow me at Grey Pill Pod on Twitter. Everyone on Headless's channel. And yeah, go watch the Occult Rejects. Follow Rat. And we'll see y'all next time. I'm gonna remove y'all